Alright, so I need to clear something up right away because I feel like the internet is already sharpening pitchforks. I don't hate this game. I actually kind of like it, which is weird because I also walked away thinking, yeah, this isn't what I thought it was going to be. And both of those things can be true at the same time, even if Twitter doesn't allow that. I load into Marathon fully locked in, ready to sweat, clench my jaw, maybe lose a few years off my life. Headset on, lights off, brain locked in like, okay, don't mess this up. And 5 minutes later, I catch myself leaning back in my chair, casually opening loot containers like I'm grocery shopping. I literally stopped and went, okay, wait, am I doing something wrong? Why do I feel this comfortable right now? This is an extraction shooter. I'm not supposed to feel safe. That's when I knew something felt different. And the crazy part is, my first impression wasn't even bad. The game boots up smooth, menus are slick, performance is clean, and visually, it actually looks really good. The art style is bold, colorful, very sci-fi, very confident. Then you start moving and shooting and yeah, I'll say it. The gunplay feels good, weapons feel solid, recoil makes sense, aiming feels responsive. There were moments where I thought, okay, this still feels like Bungie. That part is definitely there. And then you start noticing the gadgets and abilities, and honestly, this is where the game does something cool. I messed around with the flying drones, the scouting tools, the mobility gadgets, and I'm not gonna lie, that stuff is fun. Sending a drone ahead, getting intel, pulling off a flank because you actually planned something, that feels good. There were moments where I thought, all right, this is the layer people are talking about. This is where the game starts opening up. So early on, I'm thinking, okay, I get why people like this. I spawn in, start moving carefully, checking corners, doing that whole don't die with loot routine. First building is empty, but stacked with loot. Second building, same thing. Third building, same deal. And at first I'm not mad about it. I'm like, cool, free resources, let me gear up. But then a few minutes pass and I realize I'm not tense at all. No pressure, no fear. No, should I extract now or risk it? I'm just vibing. Now, to be fair, and this hit me later, I honestly think part of why it feels this empty right now is just that not a ton of people are playing yet. The maps feel like they're built for way more chaos than what's actually happening. So yeah, it makes sense that things feel quiet because the population just isn't there at the moment. And when I thought about it like that, a lot of the emptiness suddenly made more sense. Because when a fight does break out, yeah, it actually feels good. Then suddenly, I get shot. No build-up, no footsteps, no audio cue, just damage. I jump in my chair and go, what the heck was that? And not because it scared me, because it caught me off guard. But once that fight actually started, once bullets were flying and positioning mattered, I was locked in. Gunfights themselves feel solid. Movement, shooting, moment-to-moment combat, that stuff works. When Marathon actually gets you into a fight, I can't lie, it feels good. That's where the sound design still tripped me up though. It's not terrible, but it's not doing what I expect from Bungie. Footsteps don't always tell a story. Audio doesn't always build tension before the fight. So a lot of engagement starts suddenly instead of building suspense, and that makes combat feel more surprising than stressful. I tried switching playstyles, thinking maybe the game opens up more if I play differently. Grabbed a longer range weapon, took some high ground, tried to slow things down. And honestly, sometimes it worked. Other times the weather system just said, nah. Fog rolls in, visuals get messy, neon colors start blending together, and I'm squinting at my screen like, okay, is that a player or just part of the map? I line up a shot and the target just disappears. And I laughed and said out loud, okay, cool, so sniping is more of a suggestion than a plan. The more I played though, the more I understood why people are enjoying this. It's smooth, it's polished, and it's not stressful in a way that makes you feel punished for existing. If you want an extraction-style game that doesn't constantly spike your anxiety, this hits a really approachable middle ground. And once more players are in the ecosystem, I can absolutely see the tension increasing naturally. But here's where my expectations kicked in. When I think Bungie, when I think extraction shooter, I expect paranoia. I expect silence to feel dangerous. I expect that feeling where your brain won't shut up. And in Marathon, silence just feels like silence. Not threatening, not uncomfortable, just quiet. That's not wrong, it's just not what I personally expected going in. The player versus environment side still feels lighter than I thought it would. There were stretches where I barely saw AI, and entire buildings felt emptier than they should. Player versus player encounters do happen, and again, when they do, they're fun, but they're quick. No long hunts, no drawn-out pressure, just short fights and back to looting. I think this is another thing that'll feel very different once player counts rise, but right now it contributes to that calm vibe. By my last few matches, I wasn't bored, I was just, okay, I was enjoying myself, but I wasn't hooked. I extracted successfully and didn't feel that adrenaline rush I usually get. No shaky hands. No, I barely made it out. Just a clean exit and a calm, all right, that was fun. And I think that's the most honest takeaway for me. Marathon is good. The gunfights feel good. The gadgets are cool. The foundation is strong. I understand why people like it. I like it too. I just expected more tension, more pressure, more of that Bungie-style intensity baked into every moment. Maybe that comes later. Maybe that shows up once the servers are packed. So now I'm curious. Did it click for you? Did the fights feel amazing once they started? Do you think the emptiness is just a player count thing that'll fix itself over time? Or did you, like me, enjoy the experience but walk away thinking, yeah, I wanted just a little more? Let me know, because this game is close. Not perfect, not bad, just close.